touch the butt. Ooh, we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to bring you a very special 2-year Streamiversary stream from Lady Lecta. And to kick us off, we have Lady Lecta herself. Give her a hand. Hello, my name is Lady Lecta, and with my co-host Desi, we are going to bring you the best awards show you have ever seen. Except I'm probably overselling it because I had no time. Desi, get your tie together. I'm here to bring you the jankiest award stream you've ever seen. Thank you, thank you. Hello, fine people. Welcome. It is such a pleasure to have all of you here today. It is such a pleasure to have all of you here today to celebrate 2 years of Lady Lecta. That's me. I'm Lady Lecta, streaming on this wonderful platform, Twitch. Now, we have played a lot of games in our time, haven't we, Desi? Yes, Desi has been with me since the very beginning. Except for not really. It was just close enough. Isn't that fabulous? There are going to be a lot of lies in this award show. But here at the Hype Awards, we just laugh it off and keep on smiling because that's the most important thing in Hollywood. So, to start us off, let's give you some statistics, because what do people love more than statistics? The answer is nothing. Isn't that right, folks? Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you very, very much, audience. Thank you. So, within our first 2 years, not including Friendship Friday, we have played 102 games. Yeah, that's a lot of games. Touch the butt. Ooh, we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh.
Special thank you to our sponsor, Rhetorical Meow, and our other sponsor who we saw earlier, InstaFluff. Thank you so much for sponsoring whatever takes place on this stream. Thank you so, so much. Let's give our sponsors a round of applause. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. So, we have played 102 games in the last 2 years. That is quite a number, wouldn't you say, Desi? Yes. Thank you for that solid agreement. What a great co-host. In the first year, we played 53 games. Now, of those 53, can you tell me, Desi, how many games did we complete versus how many we, rage quit? Could you tell me that? You're gonna guess 2,278. For which part? Desi, we only played 53 games in the first year. Our co-host is drunk. folks. Yes. So we completed 48 of the 53 games. And, sorry, I just, if he's gonna be a little drunk, I wanna feel something. I'd like to feel anything. Let's give it up for this hype shrimp. Shall we? Shall we get some hype shrimps in the chat? Lovely. Thank you. So we completed 48 of the 53 games in year one. That's only 5 games rage quit. Now, in the second year, we played 49 games. Of those 49, we completed 41 games. And we rage quit 8 games. So, on the whole, the second year of Lady Lecta streaming was saltier. We definitely had a saltier year too, but that doesn't mean that we didn't have a lot of fun, wouldn't you say, Desi? What? Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. You're embarrassing me in front of the audience. Saltier. Now, we will be giving out our very first award. What do you think of that, Desi? Do you want to announce it? No? Okay, great. I'm going to announce our very, very first award, and that award is 0 of 10 would rage quit again. Speaking of salt, right? Talk about that transition that I continued to stumble through. Can we get a round of applause for stumbling through transitions? Yes, thank you. So, of the 0 of 10 would rage quit, our nominees for 0 of 10 would rage quit again, we have Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. We have Final Fantasy 8. We have I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. We have Baldur's Gate 2, Metro 2033, Satellite Rain, Dark Forces, Tomb Raider 1996. Let's give it up for our wonderful nominees in the 0 of 10 Would Rage Again category. Thank you, folks. Thank you so, so, so much. Yes. Isn't that fabulous? Now, announcing. Desi, would you like to do the honors? Desi, you fucking piece of shit. Drum roll, please. I have no mouth and I must scream! Congratulations! No one ever wants to complete you. Now, I see that our audience believes we should have chosen something different. But let me point you to the highlight from the very first year, which I don't have pulled up, but you can go find it on your own. Why don't I pull that up, folks? That would have been professional. Tech support! Haha! Oh, those guys can never get it right. They can never get it right. Let's see if we can get it for them. 0 of 10 would rage again, and there's a reason. I promise you there is a reason. Okay, fantastic. We've now since pulled it up, and we will watch this lovely, lovely clip together. We will watch this lovely clip together. How about it, folks? Yes. Oh, thank you for that cheer. I'm between classes and on crappy school Wi-Fi, but happy Streamiversary. Thank you to our sponsor, Dinsdale. Thank you so much. Let's get some hype in the chat for Dinsdale. Thank you, thank you. Okay. And now, here we are with delicious salt for Haunter. And this is I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, the winner for 0 out of 10. Would not rage again.
Walk to the chair, walk to the chair, walk to the chair.
Isn't that embarrassing?
This rope looks strong enough to support my weight.
I can use rope with tear.
No doubt about
Seriously?
it now.
Use rope with tear?
Amos put me on an iron zeppelin. Why would he give me a chance to escape?
I'm so glad you guys are happy.
Isn't she getting mad,
I'm
folks?
so glad you guys were so happy. I'm going to murder you, Hunter. I hate you. I know my salt is so delicious to you. You're like a deer, just licking up all the salt, like nah, 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 nah. It's so delicious. Nah, 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 nah. Well, fuck you, fuck this game. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Fuck.
Wow, wasn't that embarrassing? Did you notice those graphics, folks? That was something else. Let's give I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream one more round of applause. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. And now, for our second category, we have Favorite. From our sponsors, Butt Hash. Thank you so much, folks. Thank you. Now, favorite is a very controversial category for Lecta, wouldn't you say, Desi? Yes, you would. Ha 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 ha. You so would. Now, the reason that this is controversial is because Lecta doesn't have favorites. Usually, but sometimes she does, because she's not consistent at all. Notice the start time of today. Perfect example. Shut up. Ha 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 ha. Okay. So, for this category, we have a number of fantastic nominees. Let's start it off. We have Divinity Original Sin. We have Tales of Berseria. Rise of the Tomb Raider. To the Moon. Life is Strange. Wouldn't you say that's true, Desi? Dishonored 2. Darkest Dungeon. Ooh, a spooky one. And Journey. Aren't those some wonderful, wonderful nominees? Let's give it up for everyone who was nominated today. Fantastic. Thank you. So, who would you think is the one? Who would you think would win favorite, Desi? What do you think? What about you, audience? What do you say? I see some votes for To the Moon, Tales of Brazier. That's not one of the categories. Journey. Ah, wonderful, wonderful guesses from our lovely, beautiful audience. Let's see if they're right. Drumroll, please. Divinity Original Sin! Ha ha ha! Wonderful! Well done. This was a very difficult category for our judges, wasn't it, Desi? We argued all night long, and that's why he's drunk, because I beat him. Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Now, there were so many choices in this category that came very, very close. Journey was just such a magical experience that nothing can really quite come close. We had very strong emotions with To the Moon, but with spending 133 hours and 56 minutes in one single playthrough, we just had to give it to Divinity Original Sin. Didn't we, Desi? Don't disagree with me in front of the audience, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's move on to our following category, and that would be Most Devastating. The category of Most Devastating. Just thinking about what to pick brought us so many tears. So many, many tears. I'm getting choked up just thinking about it. Desi, don't cry. It's okay. Don't cry in front of the audience. We must pull ourselves together, Desi. We must pull ourselves together. There you go. Oh, such an admirable face he puts on for the world. And our sponsors, Bible Thump and Hype Thump, are sponsoring this very special section. Also sponsoring this section, Dr. Themo Word. Let's have a round of Themo Word. Dr. Themo Worm. Let's have a round of applause. May Desi get the help he needs. Or some better booze. It's what it is. Such lovely sentiment. Thank you so kindly. So, in this category, this most devastating category, we have Ori and the Blind Forest. We have To the Moon. We have also nominated I need more alcohol. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. Life is Strange. Not episode 1 free. Just Life is Strange. Thank you. Thank you, tech support. You did a wonderful job. We have Valiant Hearts, The Great War. And last but not least, Papo E. Yo. For those of you who have been here since the beginning, you'll have seen me cry through so very, very many of these. Now, what do you think will win, Desi? We had a very hard time for this one, too. Yes, I know. It was heartbreaking. It was absolutely heartbreaking. Can I have the saddest drum roll, please? To the Moon! Thank you. Round of applause for the most heartbreaking, most devastating game in the land. Now, had I had any help with this, Desi, I'm looking at you, we would have pulled up the 5-minute clip that happened on day-night time, where not only did I explain quite how devastated I was by this game, but also there was a truly touching story that went along with it, involving a piano music box. However, I did not search the VODs for Trumpet M. Cool's channel. I did not do that. But it is out there somewhere. The tale of how we had a tears counter when we played To the Moon. And we broke that counter because there was not enough pause between times when I was sobbing. Desi was there for this one. I hugged him so very, very close. And when Fred and I went to PAX East, they had a booth promoting the mobile version of To the Moon. That's right. You can now cry anywhere with To the Moon Mobile. Please go check it out if you want to cry in public just like me. And when I expressed how much this game touched me to one of the developers behind the booth, she bestowed me with such gifts that I started crying all over again. Why don't I just show you? Now, I had to move some skeletons out of the way, but we don't mind. So first thing, it says, everything's all right. And it's truly, it just gets me every time. Let's listen to a little music. Shall we? Don't you feel emotional, Desi? I sure do. Dance with me. Now don't try to be fresh. Such a beautiful tune. Let's give it up one more time for To the Moon. Yes. Yes, wonderful. Well done. I see tears in our audience's eyes. They are just as touched as I was. Now, for our next category, this is a strange one. We have Signal Boost Required. Now, something special about Signal Boost Required, Desi did not know what this category was, and I had to explain it to him. So, for the benefit of those folks at home who might not know Hollywood Twitch lingo, now, a signal boost just means that it needs a little more attention. I accidentally removed something I shouldn't have removed. That's fantastic. Tech support! Tech support! Oh, those guys are great. So it basically just means that it needs more attention, just like me. Isn't that right, Desi? Fantastic. Now, in this category, we have all games that Lecta just absolutely loved. Have you noticed, audience, that I keep switching between first person and third person when referring to Lecta? Me too. We all know Lecta is not known for her consistency, as I said earlier. Isn't that right, Desi? Yes, he's agreeing with me for once. Fantastic. So, here in this category, we have all games that Lecta, that I don't know who I am, really, truly enjoyed, but a lot of people maybe hadn't heard of, or had heard of, but it didn't make a big splash in the mainstream. And so, you know what I forgot to do? Our tech support forgot to update the stream title once it was no longer secret. Let's just update that right now. The Hype Awards 2-year Streamiversary stream. Fantastic. Good job, tech support. Those guys just endlessly get shit on, don't they? Fantastic. Let's give it a round of applause. Thank you, thank you. So now, here are our categories. We have categories, nominees. Here are our nominees. We have Singularity. Remember Me. You forgot about that one, didn't you, Desi? Ha ha, no one's ever made that joke before. Ha 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 ha. We have Oxenfree. We have Tacoma. Moon Hunters. Mark of the Ninja. Gunpoint. Invisible Ink. Well, this game isn't invisible anymore, is it, Desi? Ha ha ha! Oh, my jokes are just on point. Ha ha! The Flame in the Flood. The Cat Lady. The Swapper. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. And Tearaway Unfolded. Aren't those some wonderful nominees, folks? All very, very fantastic games. Yes, let's give a round of applause. Now, this category was especially difficult because gamers are weird and they know all sorts of niche things that no one else necessarily knows about. That sentence was flawless. Thanks, Desi. Thank you so much for saying so. Fantastic. So, to pick the winner of this category, we looked at number of Steam reviews as well as rating.
A hype dance, please.
Dragon Ball Overwatch. What a fantastic name. Normally, we would do a hype dance, but we're going to have Desi do our hype dance because we're too fancy. So Desi's going to thank you for the follow and welcome you to the court of the hype because we're fancy now. Thank you so much for being our sponsor. Beautiful dance, Desi. You didn't look drunk at all. Fantastic. So, let's announce our winner for this category. Now, keep in mind, we looked at number of Steam reviews and lowest review score. The game with the worst of both worlds is, drumroll please, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. How about a round of applause? Yes, folks. Wonderful choice. Fantastic. So, most people had never heard of this game previously. But not only that, it came in at only 700 reviews on Steam, approximately. We rounded. Don't mind us, folks. We didn't want to do math. We're too pretty for math. Isn't that right, Desi? Ha 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 ha. Yes, thank you so, so much. Oh, does Everybody's Gone to the Rapture want to do a speech? Too bad. I don't want to spoil the game, but there's reasons. There are reasons. Okay, fantastic. So it came in with just about 700 Steam reviews, not very many. The only game with lower number of Steam reviews was Tacoma at 600. However, Tacoma had very good reviews. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture was sitting pretty at mixed reviews. Yikes. That's embarrassing, isn't it, Desi? So embarrassing. Ha ha ha. Oh, that's terrible. Now, Lecta thought this game was fantastic, and so she thought it could use just a little bit more visibility. Congratulations once more to Everybody's Gone to the Rapture for winning Signal Boost Required. Now for the next category, we have Biggest Schlorp Pile. So this category means that this is just the worst game that we have ever played on stream in the 2 years that we've been doing this. The very, very worst. That doesn't necessarily mean that we rage quit the game. Doesn't mean that we finished it. It means nothing other than this is a really shitty game, and what the fuck does it has no business being a game, and it's making me angry just thinking about it. From our sponsors, toilets. Our sponsors, toilets. Thank you. Let's give a round of applause to toilets, our wonderful sponsor for the Biggest Schlorp Pile. Fantastic. Desi's a big fan of drinking water from our sponsors. Now, Our nominees. We have Cairo. That's a throwback. Long time, right, Desi? Final Fantasy VIII. Ugh, that was a chore. Tulpa. Do you remember that one? How much backseat gaming did we have to have the audience do for that one? Quite a bit. Right, Desi? Yes. Just keep drinking from your flask, honey. I'm gonna have a sip from my Hype Shrimp mug. Gateways. That's that Portal ripoff that ramped up in difficulty way too quickly. And Satellite Rain, which was also so difficult that we did rage quit that one, didn't we? Let's give a round of applause for all of our nominees for Biggest Short Pile. This was a very, very tough choice. Very tough choice. I see our audience here is having opinions. Now, how about a drum roll before I announce the biggest Schlorp pile? And the winner is Cairo. Suck it hard. Suck it hard, Cairo. Now, I see our audience is saying that Final Fantasy VIII should have won. However, that was our runner-up. You would be very correct in that it is the second biggest Schlorp pile. Thank you to our sponsors, Toilets and Butt Hash, for sponsoring the biggest Schlorp pile award. Now, the reason that Cairo won instead of Final Fantasy VIII is because Cairo had no story. The graphics were the schlorpiest of schlorp. There were no characters. There was nothing redeeming about it. Not the gameplay, not anything at all. Whereas Final Fantasy VIII, I think people actually have played that the whole way through. They sat through that pile of schlorp. They did it, Desi. And even though I think that they are insane, Cairo was not worth the 4 hours we spent on it. The 4 hours it was supposed to take, I should say. Let me correct myself, Desi, before you start disagreeing with me in front of the audience again. Ha 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 ha. Fantastic. That was a very, very difficult one to win. Now, for our next category, we have... What the balls was that ending? Now, before we get to this category, before I explain this, we are going to show you some of the fine art that has happened in the last 2 years. Now, in this clip, you will see dancing, singing, all sorts of musical talent. It will just blow your mind if I can ever find it. Why didn't I organize better? I don't know. I have no answers for you. I'm looking in the wrong folder. Isn't that great, folks? Isn't that just fantastic? Now, we had way more content for this than you are going to see here, but I didn't have time to edit it because I'm a loser.
Hey, here we go.
We're just going to ignore that. Let's get a round of applause, and we will start watching this wonderful clip that looks like it's broken. Fantastic. Let's try it anyway, folks. So here we have the song and dance compilation. You'll notice that most of these say, "Welcome to the Hype Gang." Now that was before we were fancy. Now we're the court of the hype. I don't know why it looks distorted like this, but we're just going to play it for the folks at home.
Hey, here we go. Witty Adrian, thank you for the follow. Here's a weird dance just for you. If you have any doubt as to whose dance this is for, that's not a rhyme, it's for Witty Adrian. Do-do-do, welcome to the Happy.
Embarrassing.
Thank you for coming and hanging out with us. And thank you for the follow. You're a meerkat now.
He's a meerkat now, Desi. Oh, beautiful. That's the face of a winner. That's the face of a winner.
Fuck, stop hitting me. I really do not like it. It's rude, you see. Please stop hitting me. You're an ugly fuck. I wanna kill you right in the butt. This is fun. Fuck. I don't like it. Oh, shit. Please use the quad. I hit the button
look,
and
Desi.
he just stood there. Oh, I got it, friend.
Apparently this one just gets my body moving. I can't even help it. Oh, look at those sweet moves. Well done, Lecta.
Guild Dodgers! Thank you for the follow! I hate this fucking game! It makes me so mad! So here's your welcome to the Hype Game! Fuck this game! Fuck it in the face! Fuck it in the mouth! Fuck it in the guts! Cut out a hole in its stomach and fuck it! In the Hype Game, here's a meep. Whole dance for you. Meep, 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 meep. Meep meep, thank you for joining the Hype Game. It's a rare Lecta.
Here's another one from Divinity 2. The music was very quiet. I couldn't even hear it when I was making the clip. But I think the dance moves definitely make up for it. That is some... That's some stylin' moves, wouldn't you say, Desi?
I've got food in my hand.
We've even danced with a sandwich.
It's hard to do finger guns when you're holding a sandwich.
And we commented on it. That's meta, folks. That's what we call meta.
We got 500 follows! I'm flailing all over the place because I'm excited! Fucking high!
We even dance when we celebrate. When we celebrate milestones. Here's more Divinity.
I could do this all day. I won't. I'll just do it for one duration of song. There we go. That was great.
Lecta, you have to stop dancing at some point.
Don't mean to be cruel. Never even knew about the heartache I've been going through. But I try so hard to forget you, girl, and it's just so hard to do. Every time you do that thing you do. Cause the unicorn is dead. Thank you for the follow. We're glad that you joined the Hype Gang. Have some finger guns to send you on your way.
Sometimes we rhyme.
Yes. Penis with a G is how they pronounce it. And I'm sorry that's not your experience. We got some booty cheeks. Booty cheeks. Booty cheeks.
We sing about butts.
And blah 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 blah. And what am I trying to move here?
And sometimes we sing when we mess up words.
Surfa Chauncey Mapaska, your name is long and weird. But that doesn't mean that we're not hyped, that we have a brand new friend. And so we're gonna do a welcome dance just for you. And so we're gonna be a welcome dance, but I need to know what to call you. Oh, now it's just me. Now it's just, here's my eyes and here's my mouth. I've got eyes and mouth,
This
but they're
is
not
normal.
in the right spots. Save the game, do, and quit to the main and the hype gang. Welcome to the hype gang.
Easily amused, huh?
Gentle jiggling reveals
Caramba, this is your dice roll,
Don't,
caramba.
Desi.
I'm not telling you to fuck off. This is not what that motion means. I'm also not jerking you off. This is just to welcome you. I'm gonna stop that. Woo, 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 woo. Welcome to the hype gang. Welcome to the hype gang. Woo! 3 brains. Boo.
3 brains. This is special. I don't know what that was about, was what Lecta said just there. Let's give that lovely display of talent a round of applause, folks. Thank you. Wonderful. Now, we're going to give out an award for what the balls was that ending. Now, this can mean a lot of things. This can mean the ending was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. You might be angry because of the ending, or confused, or annoyed, or maybe it filled you with all of these things. It doesn't necessarily mean that it was a bad ending, although that can be the answer. Maybe you just don't know what the fuck. You just don't know. Isn't that right, Desi? You don't know anything. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. You just keep sitting there. I told you to get your tie. Get your tie in the right spot. We're trying to look professional here. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Now, let's move on and announce our winners, or announce our nominees for this category. Desi, would you like to do the honors? No, you're going to let me pull all the weight. Fantastic. Isn't that great? Why don't you just sit over here? Yeah, let me have more of the space and more of the attention. Fantastic. Now, our first nominee, Limbo. Wasn't that an odd ending? Braid. They tried to be philosophical, I think. I'm too dumb to know. I just need to bank on my looks. Battle Block Theater. That was a doozy. Lecta didn't know what to think. Undertale. For so many reasons. For so many reasons. Apotheon. We completed that one. You folks remember. Hatoful Boyfriend. That, we saw every ending in that game. Because that's what chat wanted. It took so long, and none of it made any sense. Ha 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 ha. I see some people are booing Undertale in the audience, and guess what? Lecta agrees with you. She doesn't like that game. And last but not least, System Shock. Let's give all of our What the Balls Was That Ending nominees a big round of applause. Fantastic. Now, those were a lot of very interesting endings. Some of them made us angry and technically rage quit the game. Some of them confused us. Some of them were annoying. Some of them were disappointing, a letdown. But which game takes the cake Drum roll, please. It's System Shock! Now, the ending of System Shock was disappointing, angering, made us rage quit, and confusing. It made no sense whatsoever. It was drastically different from the rest of the game, and it sucked. And it made me super, super angry. And that is why, since it was all of the reasons that a game would be nominated, it just takes the cake. Now, our next category is Best Beats. Boom, chicka boom, boom, boom. That's some of that talent I showcased earlier. Isn't that fantastic? Let's give me a round of applause. Thank you, thank you. Wow. I'm just really good at singing and dancing. Now, the nominees in this category, we have a lot of good ones here, folks, and this was a very difficult category to pick. It was nearly impossible. Nearly impossible. Let's take a look at some of the ones that were nominated. We have Pillars of Eternity. Divinity Original Sin. We saw Lecta dancing to some of those. I see the audience questioning who I am. Yes, I'm questioning who I am too, because sometimes I call myself Lecta and speak in the third person, and sometimes I say I and speak as if I am Lecta. So who knows? This show did not come together well at all. We're just gonna blow right on through. Other nominees: System Shock. I remember Lecta jamming out to some of those. First person, you can tell I'm a gamer. We have Battle Block Theater. Very unusual music in that one. Undertale. As much as we didn't like it, it does get you grooving. To the Moon. This one just, you can't not feel things. Isn't it fantastic? This game actually made me feel. Fantastic. And last but not least, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Now, those in the audience may know Arno. He is a recent moderator. He was just glaying all over the music in this game, so it only felt right to include it. Let's give a big glare to Arno. You'd just see my feet and be like, I gotta just glare, 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 glare. You do just have to glare to all of the music in these wonderful, wonderful games that have been nominated for Best Beats. Now, I don't remember which one has been selected as the winner. So I'm gonna pick this one. We have everything under control here, folks. Isn't that right, Desi? Yes. Everything is completely under control, and we are not currently Googling a song. No, we're not. This is not at all happening. Not even a little bit. Okay. Can I have a drum roll, please, for the winner of Best Beats? It's Battle Block Theater! Yay! Round of applause! Now, this may not have been your favorite music, audience of mine. However, it was unique. It was absolutely unique and kept us dancing while we raged. Let's listen to our favorite track of the whole game. artful sound. Dance with me, Desi. Couldn't you just listen to this all day? I sure could. It matches the insanity on the inside of my brain. This is the song that you would play in the club to get down with the kids. Yes, fantastic. Round of applause for that masterful track. Well done, well done. Fantastic. So now, our next category is LOL. Now, this category is pretty self-explanatory if you're down with the children. That sounds really horrible, and we're just going to cover that up with an air horn. Yay! We didn't say anything inappropriate on live television. Not at all. We didn't do that. Ha 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 ha! No, we didn't do that, Desi. We totally didn't. That was not embarrassing at all. And I'm not going to get fired immediately after this show. Ha 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 ha. Okay. So, LOL means laugh out loud. That's what it means. From our sponsors, Ouch Cheese. And not like this. The perfect sponsors for what just happened. Now, laugh out loud. This category had some very, very funny games. And we had to poll our lovely boyfriend, Fredukin, because Lecta has a very poor memory. Because I said so. Yay! My transitions are just on point today, Desi. Are they not? They are fantastic. Yes, sponsor. LOL. Ha 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 ha. And that guy, he looks confused. That's the other category. You silly pants. We already did What the Balls Was That ending. That was a very late sponsor for What the Balls Was That ending. Give it up for Chris M3B. Yeah. Well done, sir. So, which games made us laugh the loudest and were therefore nominated for this category? We have Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people. Wow, that game must be for me, right, Desi? Yes, it's perfect for me because I'm attractive. Yeah. We have South Park, The Stick of Truth. Ooh, that was a funny one, full of fart jokes. And what's funnier than a fart? It's my crippling insanity. That's hilarious. Tales from the Borderlands. Pew pew. You guys get that one. They told me to say that. I don't understand. And how about the Stanley Parable? Lots of funny crap in that game. Am I right, Desi? Oh, he's laughing on the inside. He's L-I-L, but not Lil. We mean laugh inside loudly. Laugh inside loudly. That's what L-I-L stands for. Yes, it does. And for our last game, Battle Block Theater. Now, you remember when we first heard that track we just listened to for Best Beats. I think Lecta giggled quite a lot. Yes, I did. I did giggle a lot. Ha ha ha! I don't know who I am. It's fantastic. Now, as I said, we asked Fredukin, who is our lovely, wonderful boyfriend and puts up with all the insanity that comes out of my mouth from my brain. Isn't he a lovely fellow? Let's give him a round of applause for putting up with my shit. Yes. Now, I see our audience is a little upset with our nominations, but we were going for full game worth of hilarity, not just a single moment in a game. And the way that we picked this winner was we asked Fred. We said, "Darling sweetie pie pants face, what game do you think we laughed the loudest at?" And he said, "I heard you laughing so many times through the walls, it drove me insane, and I'm dead now inside." So the winner is... Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People. We yucked it up hard for this game, didn't we? Many, many times throughout the many hours we played. Round of applause for our great winner. Fantastic. You go home with our lovely invisible awards that I've been forgetting to hand out because Desi's the worst. This was his job, but he's drunk. Yeah, so here's your invisible award, Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People. Now, moving along, our next category is Prettiest Pretty. So, we have seen a lot of beautiful vignettes. I don't know if that's the right word, but I'm using it in this sentence anyway. We've seen some really beautiful things in lots of different games on this stream. But only one could take the cake. I think this is our largest category. We have the most nominees in this category alone, and it was an insanely difficult choice. There's so many different art styles and beautiful moments. It just, your eyes would fall out of your face with how beautiful all of these games were if you were to mush them together and have it all shooting at your face at once. Isn't that great? That's a normal thing to say, right?
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Right? Okay. Fantastic. Okay, that's enough, audience. Enough cricketing, thank you. Now, our nominees for this category. We have Pillars of Eternity. This was a beautiful game with beautiful hand-drawn character portraits that always gets Lecta going. In a this is pretty kind of way, not in any dirty kind of way, you sick, sick fucks. We have Journey. Beautiful, beautiful game, minimalistic, gorgeous. Jotun. Now this one you guys might not remember, but it was very pretty. Lecta didn't really get to appreciate it very much because she was busy rolling around and raging. But it was gorgeous, you have to admit. The Witcher 3. So many beautiful areas in this game. And character models which did not have beards flying into people's faces during dialogue. A big improvement from The Witcher 1. Risk of Rain. It's a throwback to that 8-bit style that everyone's talking about these days, but it is really pretty. Ori and the Blind Forest. The color palette in this game is just to die for. Wouldn't you say, Desi? Just absolutely beautiful. Moon Hunters. An unsung, beautiful game with wonderful mechanics. Can't stress my love for this game enough. And it's co-op. Absolutely beautiful. Another pixel graphic, gorgeous game. Guacamelee. The thumbnail doesn't do it justice, but it is beautiful. Bright, bright colors that just sear themselves into your brain and really just go with the theme. It's fantastic. Gods Will Be Watching. Another pixel graphic that had surprisingly detailed characters. Beautiful. Child of Light. This was a really gorgeous game. All watercolory and soft and fairy tale-esque. Just mwah. A work of art. The Banner Saga. Another one that looks hand-drawn but in a totally different style. Apotheon. As much as this game made Lecta rage at the end of it, the Greek ceramics aesthetic was just to die for. And we did die. A lot. Desi seems dead already, says our audience. Well, he's just very, very drunk.
Ooh, we're gonna touch the butt. Ooh.
The prettiest pretty category brought to us by the beautiful Not Daenerys. Thank you to our sponsor. And last but not least, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. Lecta liked sitting around in this game on every single bench there was and spending time looking at nothing. Chat was bored, but she didn't give a single fuck. Ha ha ha, she's really good at that. Ha 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 ha. Let's give a round of applause for all of our wonderful nominees. Wonderful. Now, this was an extremely difficult category to judge, wouldn't you say so, Desi? So many gorgeous games in so many different styles, it was very hard to compare. Now, this is our final category, sort of. It's the final category in our main section, and this may cause a little bit of a stir in the audience. But we'll just have to see how they react. Drum roll, please, for the prettiest pretty. The Banner Saga! Nobody saw that coming. Let's give it a round of applause. Wonderful. The Banner Saga is a beautiful hand-drawn game which was chosen for its unique art style. Games such as The Witcher 3, you can find pretty graphics like that anywhere. Not anywhere, but just around. I don't know what I'm talking about. What about Dishonored 2? That was pretty as well. Yes, it was. There are a lot of games that didn't even make the list. I would say the runner-up was probably Moon Hunters for its also equally unique style. But the pixel graphics, we did have 3 games nominated that were also pixel graphics. So our judges were forced to select the Banner Saga for its original art style, as well as how simply beautiful it was, just like us, Desi, right? I'm really the prettiest pretty, and I should have won this award. If I were a game, I would have won. I should have won. I'm going to keep this award for me and keep it on my shelf because this invisible award says prettiest pretty, and that's me. I'm gorgeous, folks, aren't I? Give me a round of applause. Yes, what a wonderful audience you are. Thank you so very much. Okay, so now we are all out of graphics. Fantastic. We have a couple more categories that we didn't have time to prepare for, so you're just going to have to Google along with us. Yeah, we're going to get some Googling going. It's going to be great. Who doesn't like a good Google every now and again? But first, let me add back that thing that I accidentally deleted from the stream that's not supposed to have been deleted. It simply says, Lady Lecta, the Queen of the Hype. However, that's the most important thing about this all, is me! There we go. Oh, fantastic. I have to redo all of this. Hooray! But for now, this will have to do. This wasn't even the right one. Whatever. We're gonna roll with it. Google's gently. So now we are going to look up the nominees for Biggest Swoon. There were a lot of swoon-worthy characters in the games that we have played. I just typed the category of the award into Google like it would know anything about this really weird show that I put on last minute. Ha ha ha! Oh. Fantastic. So instead, let's look up our nominees. We have 5 nominees for this category. We have, for our first nominee, we have Nageki Fujishiro from Hatoful Boyfriend. Isn't that little rock dove so swoon-worthy? Yes, he is. He was adorable. We loved him very, very much. We're not going to see this again if he happens to win, just so you know. So put that cute little face, both boy and bird, into your brains. Bye-bye, Nageki. We have... I have to make sure of something really quickly. Bear with me. Okay, perfect. We have Shani from The Witcher. Let's give a round of applause for her. Isn't she sexy, ladies and men? Apparently, my first reaction is that only women can like her, but that's not true. Everybody loves her. With her red hair, her no-nonsense attitude, and her ability to wield a sword and treat the wounded, isn't she just an all-in-one package? Yes, she is. Very, very wonderful. Okay, next category. Next nominee. Okay, great, fantastic. We have... well, you can't just type that into Google, Lecta. What were you thinking? You're just insane. We have... Abigail from Stardew Valley. With her purple hair, her feet on the ground. She has musical talent, and she's brave and sweet and smart. Isn't she fabulous, folks? What a swoon-worthy lady. Yes, she is. Absolutely fantastic. Look at her beautiful smile. Just freaking adorable. Yes, thank you so much, darling, for coming onto this show at the last minute. Now, for our fourth nominee, we have... Arhu! Now you may know our mod, Rhetorical Meow. She saw this man who can turn into a cat and thought that he was super sexy, and wouldn't I have to agree? With his beautiful skin tone and his little mushable face, just adorable. Adorable and hot. Adorable and hot. Isn't he just a wonderful, wonderful choice? Okay. Fantastic. Wouldn't you swoon for him, folks? I sure would. All right. And for our final man, the insanity really caught up to me there. For our final nominee in this category, we are going to look at... It caught up to me there.
No, shut up.
I went to the wrong website. Haha, don't worry about it. I'm going to show you a clip if I can find it quickly enough. Okay, yep, I've found the one that I want. Here he goes. Hang on, folks. We're just gonna get a screen capture in here. This was clipped by Rhetorical Meow. She likes to swoon, folks, and I like to swoon with her.
Talk for a while about things. Would you like that? Yes. We could do more than talk, but you'd have to put down these weapons. Yes, let's get away and find a quiet place for just the two of us.
Look at those heart eyes, folks. King Marduk.
We can settle this later.
Fantastic. Okay. That was a great choice, folks. Surprise romance is always a wonderful romance. Now, for this category, I want to hear what the audience thinks. Vote 1 for Nageki in Hatoful Boyfriend, 2 for Shawnee in The Witcher, 3 for Abigail in Stardew Valley, 4 for Arhu in Divinity Original Sin, and 5 for King Marduk in Moon Hunters. I would like to hear you guys vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Let's get an audience choice for the biggest swoon. I see lots of votes for 3, a couple for 2. So we have 1 for Nageki, 2 for Shawnee, 3 for Abigail, 4 for Arhu, 5 for King Marduk. Let's see those votes roll in, people. Let me just tally this up as the votes roll in. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not good at math. It doesn't look like Arhu or King Marduk or Nageki are very popular choices. But let's see here. Okay, overwhelmingly, the audience has chosen Abigail from Stardew Valley. Let's give it up for our purple-haired goddess who just wants to go on adventures and love us. What's more swoon-worthy than someone who will never leave you? Isn't that great? No, she won't leave you ever, because that's not how the game works. Aren't video games great? Let's give her a round of applause. Now, I see a lot of people were upset that Geralt himself was not a choice, but these are the choices that Lecta would swoon over. And guess what? Geralt doesn't do it for her. No, she doesn't go for that. Not at all. So, our next category that does not have graphics set up because I had no time is Let Me Steal Your Wardrobe. So these are the characters that were best dressed, just like me. Isn't my dress fabulous? I'm just gonna sway in the breeze like a beautiful palm tree in an evening gown. Ha ha ha, that's so normal. Ha ha ha, fantastic. Okay. We will have another audience vote for this one. So our first choice is for this beautiful lady, Eleanor, from Tales of Berseria. Lecta mentioned multiple times how she would want that dress so very, very much. And aren't the colors beautiful? They set off her strawberry blonde hair just right. She is just really well dressed, and she never had any nip slips, unlike me. I almost showed you my tit.
We came to see naked girls.
That would have been super awkward. Let's not do that and get banned. I'm already probably going to lose my job for all the times I screwed up today. So let's not. Okay, fantastic. What a wonderful, wonderful choice. So that is nominee number 1, Eleanor from Tales of Berseria. Our second choice, if I can find an image of her full outfit, dun 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 dun, is Emily from Dishonored 2. She's dressed all in black, super classic, but also super functional. But also, you just have to die for that asymmetrical cut on that jacket. And who could have a prettier mouth-covering scarf? Nobody. Not fucking anyone. The audience says it's not a proper award show without a nip slip, and I would tend to agree, but I didn't think of that beforehand, or I totally would have replaced the boobs screen with a screen that just said nip slip, and I would have cut to that instead, so we're gonna pretend. Okay, great. Yeah, isn't she gorgeous? She is just dressed to the nines and ready to kill or subdue. We don't know what kind of human you're playing. Fantastic. So Emily from Dishonored 2 is choice number 2. Look how that turned out. Our third nominee is this very mysterious lady with beautiful, beautiful robes. It's Juno from the Banner Saga. Here's a little bit of that art style that won Prettiest Pretty. Look at that hair. She has hair accessories. She has a feather arm. She has a staff that matches her cloak, that matches her robes. She is just put together forever. This is vote number 3. Vote number 3 for Juno to win. She might look a little haggard. She's been through a lot, folks. But just look, she is still dressing to the nines despite everything she's gone through. What a fucking trooper. Oops, I cursed. I don't know if that's allowed. I'm probably getting fired anyway. Now, we have apparently three more nominees for this category. Our next nominee number 4, I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this one. I'm going to get so much flack for this one. I cannot even begin. That is way too small. Let's find a better image, shall we? Come on, internet. Let's have a round of applause for the internet, folks. I just want the basic thing. Please give me the basic thing, internet. You are failing me. Super, super hard failing me. Okay, we're just gonna go with this image, even though this is not the one. Oh, I wrote down the wrong thing. You know what? Okay, so Lecta hates this character so very much that she wrote down the wrong one. She wrote down the character that she doesn't mind instead of the one she hates. So that's why I wasn't coming up with the correct outfit, because I'm a crazy person. Don't even worry about it. Okay, so we are now looking for... I guess this is close enough. Okay, she hates this so much. essay, you got timed out for spoilers. I'm sorry that Lecta is running an awards show and couldn't whisper you to tell you why, or she would. She will tell you later. Just remind her. It's Yennefer from The Witcher 3. Lecta hates her so much. So much. But damn if she doesn't look good when she's making us angry as fuck. So, here we go. There's Yennefer. Now, if I had time, I would also pull up a picture of her booty in Doe's pants. They told me to say that, folks. Did I say it correctly? Yes. She is the giantest cunt in the world. She is the worst cunt in the world. In fact, we're just going to look up a quote really quickly because I know some of the audience feels the same. Quote 59. When our darling N. Green, also known as Nicole, deactivated Lurk to say, fuck Yennefer, and Lecta got super excited. Super excited. Lecta said, yes, fuck her right in her ear with a dick full of razor blades, fuck her. I love you, Nicole. So, there's a quote to go with lovely, well-dressed, but deeply hated Yennefer from The Witcher 3. Fantastic. Remove. Okay, so that is, that was nominee number 4. We have 2 more nominees. And our next nominee is, I'm just going to screen capture this whole thing. It's Elodie from Long Live the Queen. Now, she's a special one. She's a magical girl. You can dress her up in so many different outfits. She has schoolgirl outfit, ballerina, magical girl, athletics, summer dress, all sorts of wonderful things that you can do. And here's a little riding outfit. Isn't she adorable? Fantastic. Wonderful choice. That is choice number 5, folks. Choice number 5. She even has a little Greek goddess outfit. Kind of similar to this, but mine's better. Yes. And last but not least, we have our runner-up for the prettiest pretty category. From Moonhunters, we have the Snow Dancer. She uses ice to be both deadly and beautiful. Look at that outfit, and what a wonderful masquerade mask. Wonderful. Fantastic. Isn't she gorgeous? And she can wreck your face. Don't you agree, Desi? He's scared stiff, folks. Ha 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 ha. Let's get those votes rolling in. Let's give a round of applause first to our wonderful nominees. To refresh your memory, you can vote for Eleanor in Tales of Berseria. That's number 1. Emily in Dishonored 2, Dark and Functional, for vote number 2. Juno in the Banner Saga is number 3. Yennefer in The Witcher 3, number 4. Elodie from Long Live the Queen is number 5. And Snow Dancer from Moonhunters is number 6. Vote 1 for Eleanor, 2 for Emily, 3 for Juno, 4 for Yennefer, 5 for Elodie, and 6 for the Snow Dancer. Let's see those votes, folks. Let me just tally this up. That's 1 for Emily, 1 for Yennefer, that stupid whore, 1 for Eleanor, Juno, Yennefer, Juno, Yennefer. One of those votes didn't count. Okay. It looks like Yennefer is taking a prize. Yes, she has 5 votes, my friends. 5 votes for Yennefer from The Witcher 3. We love to hate her, but we also love her outfit. It's a fantastic outfit, folks. It really is. Wonderful choice. Now, for our last category of the evening / morning / I want so much alcohol so that I can be catatonic just like Desi. Ha ha ha. Our last category only has 3 nominees. Isn't that bizarre? So first we have first of all, let me tell you the category. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Sorry, folks. Sorry, folks. This category is called Just Fuck My Shit Up Fam. Ha 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 ha. They had to tell me what this meant. This is basically when you go to your barber, there's a whole, I think it's called a subreddit called Just Fuck My Shit Up Fam. And if you go to it, you can see the worst hairstyles. So we did the best dressed, but now we want to see the worst that the world has to offer. We want to see just the biggest disasters. And we have our first nominee, Finch from Tales from the Borderlands. He has some questionable stuff happening to his head. I don't know what's a tattoo, what's his hair. I have no idea what this even is. Doesn't he look hideous? That is a horrible, 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 horrible choice. Terrible. Just awful. He looks so hideous that I think I might vomit. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I'm gonna vomit. Okay, we also have, it's everybody's favorite half-shirt prince from Tales of Symphonia. It's Regal! We don't know what this weird spiky anime mullet is. Or the shirt. He could win worst dressed and worst hair. Doesn't he look horrifying? I would not leave the house if I looked like that. I would rather go bald. Isn't he ugly? Yes, what a terrible, terrible choice. Wow. And last but not least, our final nominee if I can find what I am looking for. Let's hope I can find what I'm looking for. I can't find what I'm looking for. Let's try just regular Google. Man, oh man, do I wish that that I was better prepared. Well, you're just gonna have to believe me. Rhetorical Meow said it earlier. It is every beard in The Witcher. You guys remember those beards. They were long. They were bushy. They flew up into everybody's face when you're trying to have a serious conversation. Yeah, it's every beard from The Witcher. If any one of our audience can find a YouTube video or any other video or still frame of these wonderful beards flying all over the place, I would show it to you, but we couldn't find fuck all. So, yeah, we're just going to open up the voting. And yes, the audience is whispering that Lecta hates beards. That is true. Brought to you by our sponsor, Feels Beard Man. Let's have a round of applause for all of our nominees. Okay, so I want you to vote 1 for Finch from Tales of the Borderlands. Remember that hair and those questionable face tattoos? What was hair and what was tattoos? We'll never know. Number 2, vote 2 for Regal in Tales of Symphonia for the extra spiky anime mullet. And vote 3 for every beard in The Witcher. Okay. We have votes rolling in, folks. We have votes rolling in. We have a beard. Hold the votes. Hold the votes. We have found we found a beard. We found a beard. Let us watch this beard. Are you ready, folks? I don't think you're ready for this beard to be quite as much in your face. Okay. This is what I'm talking about, folks.
Am I human? What then? A witch?
Oh, look at that beard glitching in the wind.
Sorry.
That is
I'm golden.
fan-schlorp-tastic. That is totally schlorp-tastic. Look at it go. It's like it has a mind of its own, and that's creepy.
Collector. What brings you here?
Disco beard, oonce, oonce. Disco beard, oonce. Okay. Fantastic. So let's go back to that voting, folks. Here we go. I want you all to vote again. I'm not going to count any of the votes before we had our final example in here. Let's vote it up, folks. 1 for Finch, 2 for Regal, and 3 for every beard in The Witcher 1. Okay. Let's open up the voting. Opening up the voting. It looks like overwhelmingly so far, everyone thinks that spiky mullet is just the worst. I would disagree with you, but you're the audience, so I'm required to agree. Okay, you guys suck! Woo! It looks like Regal from Tales of Symphonia has won our final prize for that terrible, terrible mullet. Please, do not ever make your hair look like that. Do me a favor. Do me and Desi a favor. Don't do that. Don't torture everyone with eyeballs like that. That is quite rude. Okay. So, I would like to thank our wonderful, wonderful audience. Yes, round of applause for our audience. Thank you so much, beautiful, beautiful audience, for staying with us for our very first and probably final Hype Awards for our 2-year Streamiversary. Just to recap, 0 of 10 would rage quit again. The winner was I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Favorite came in with Divinity Original Sin. Most devastating was To the Moon. In need of a signal boost, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Biggest Schlorp pile went to Cairo. What the balls was that ending? System Shock ran away with that one. Best beats went to Battle Block Theater. LOL was Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People. Prettiest Pretty was the Banner Saga. And the audience voted Biggest Swoon to be Abigail from Stardew Valley. The wardrobe that we wanted to steal the most was Yennefer, that giant cunt from The Witcher 3. And Just Fuck My Shit Up Fam, Regal from Tales of Symphonia. Thank you all so much for joining us for this very well put together and absolutely flawless award show that had no hiccups or anything terrible said or done whatsoever. And I know that the audience out there was totally never cringing at all. Thank you all so much for joining me. I'm gonna go get absolutely smashed with my catatonic drunk co-host Desi. Let's give a round of applause one more time for all of our nominees, all of our winners, our audience, and our co-host Desi, but most of all, me, Lady Lecta, who's completely lost her mind and can't decide whether she's Lecta or someone just talking about Lecta. Ha ha ha! Thank you. I love the adoration from the crowd. Isn't this great? Have a wonderful, wonderful day, folks. I'm gonna go pass out from insanity.